Janetta Miles, Charles Love, Dexter Story, and Michael Alvitres. Greetings and salutations. Excuse me. I was starting to think that I might have been in the wrong room. Well, I guess I better introduce myself. My name is Reverend Paul Meggs. And it's good to see and finally hear each and every one of you. And it's one thing that we must understand is that we have to see ourselves as that which we hope, expect to be, irregardless of the thing we may be experiencing. Because if you experience something, it's only telling you to call on something to get you through. So if you hesitant about releasing the power that you have on your problem or your condition, it sounds like there's a disconnect somewhere. And I know some of us may not think we disconnected, but if you don't respond to someone when they speak to you, you disconnect. And we all understand, because we've all traveled down a road. And there is nothing that could limit, that could stop, that could keep one. If all the seas was as ink and all the trees were as pens, we could not exhaust the power of the living God. This world has been in existence for no one really knows how long. But they have thrown out numbers like 99 trillion. And from that came us to this present moment. But yet somehow we think the thing that built everything is weak. You say, I don't think it's weak. Then why is there hesitancy in you? We all do it. This is not a lash. This is to think about it. That's all. Think about it. Because when we don't remember or we don't look into what it is we're thinking about our lives, we're not seeing or connecting to the power, the presence that they say is everywhere present. And if it's everywhere present, then there is not a spot where God is not. And it is in the ideas of what we believe about life, is how we enrich ourselves to receive the power that we're looking for. See, we can only find it in our consciousness. We cannot solve any problem that we have if we don't prepare our minds. So the first thing that is asked of us is to pray. It's saying use the same word that the power did in the beginning. Speak what it is that you believe about your life, what it is that you want to see in this world. Because it's going to come from that. Your speaking and your believing. So it said the believing comes for, you got to be like Peter. We're going to build it on that faith. So if you don't have faith in the thing that you say you want to experience, hello, there's a slowness. There is a rolling into. There is a crawling into. There is a slow movement towards that thing. But that thing is there. It's just waiting for us to recognize it first. Can't arrive if you don't believe it. This message of sanctified with gentleness and strength, it is only asking us to go deeper into our life, to see God in a different way, not as outside of us, but he is working in and through us. See, that's a big thinking right there. See, because the man who taught us that was crucified for that. See, so some of us, because we learned that in Sunday school, we hesitant to take on that belief. So that's why we doubt, because we were taught that, oh, you transgression against. How can you be something if you don't believe you is? The worry is we worrying. Didn't she just say you got to let it go? But somehow we keep reaching back and pulling it forward like luggage. Like, come on with me. I need you over here. I need something to show her that I remember what she did. I remember what he did. I ain't forgot what you said when you said what you said. We agonizing our own selves. We cannot not live in the power and the presence of the Spirit and not be strengthened by the presence all around us. See, this sanctification requires us to increase our faith in the nature of God, in the way that it operates. So that means we got to do some homework. We got to study. We can't just say, oh, thank you, Father. Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you, I'm gone. We're not grasping. We got to sit and speak and feel the power and the presence of the Spirit, how it vibrates in your soul. You got to feel it move you so that you know that it's real. Because if you don't know that it's real, you're not going to act like it's real to you. And a lot of times that's what we do to ourselves. We don't believe we got it. We believe that because that this happened to me, that's was God's plan. He planned for me to not have this because if I get this, I ain't going to do this and I can't be that. What? Why not? The good you receive is going to expand your concept and understanding of who you are. We have to walk into that power and presence. And if it don't show up, go to work. We got to go back to work on ourselves. And the plugging up is understanding that the gifts and the concept of this is that we have dominion over our life. And if you don't believe you got dominion, look at what has happened. No one put us there. We all walked into it because we said this is what we want to do. And some of us, we go blindly. I didn't say with faith. I said we go blindly, hoping that it happens. It's good to walk a little bit blindly, but you want to go with faith so that your eyes can be open. Because you want to understand what it takes. What happened to me when I went this way? What else do I need to know to move me over here that makes it more secure and safe for me? I'm looking for that sanctified presence. I'm not looking for that meager show up, some material things show up and I'm going to be happy. No, because you're not going to be happy when you get the material thing if you're not sanctified and peaceful in your heart. You ain't going to be happy. It's not the material things. It's the power and the presence of Spirit. That's what happiness is, because then you know that you have what it is we're looking for. That's what we need. If a car show up, you ain't gonna be happy but about 3 months. Then it's gone. Look at how many clothes we done bought over the years. Happy for it 1 month. Maybe. Because when we get it, most of the time we're looking to see how we can take it back. These are the things that we do to ourselves in mind. And these ways of thinking is showing us who we are. See, and the free will of life and love lets us do it. It don't care, it don't matter, go. Do it how you want to. And then when you get sick and tired of dealing with it the way that we went about it, when you have that realization that I'm here for you, that I'm leading you, I'm guiding you, and I'm going to take you there if you what? Be still and know. Got to call on the presence if you want the presence to be with you. This sanctification and understanding of our dominion will increase our peace and it will purify our holiness as we lift our intentions to follow the tenets of the Christ consciousness. Because what did Jesus say? Follow me. And then you can do as I do. But a lot of times it's hard to follow somebody, ain't it? It's hard. I mean, that's real. Because a lot of times, or some experiences we've had, we've been led astray by the very person we trusted to bring us that joy and happiness. So it's a behavior that has been learned. Now, we have to learn that love is on the other side. That love is waiting for us to call upon it to shift the dynamic of that thought that is hindering our growth. This is why we have to go into the secret place. The secret place is stowed away in your own mind. Sitting alone, being and bringing the presence of God to yourself. Telling how much you appreciate that you understand that this love and this life is for you and you being guided and protected everywhere you go and that the presence of life is loving you. There is no not. Joy is everywhere. It don't matter if you don't get what you want in the moment. That's just momentary dissatisfaction. That's all it is. What do we need to do to receive the whole satisfaction? Say we got to put on the armor. We got to protect ourselves with the knowledge and wisdom of life that is necessary to be successful. That's where it's at. That's why the book goes on and said, by the renewing of your mind. It didn't say by going left. And when it did talk about when you had to go somewhere, it told you how you had to be obedient. Obedience is understanding and moving with the understanding of what you need to do in the moment. You can go anywhere, go. Love it. But know when you get there, you got to still get in your right mind to receive the good that's over there. Because also lurking over there is something else. And that something else can lead you down another road. And ain't nothing wrong with the road. I'm just saying how we got to be careful with what it is that we do. Because you can go down the road and still find happiness. You can go down the dark alley and find happiness. You bet. I'm just telling you what's real. You got to put your concept together where you understand what it is that Spirit is putting into you to get you to be free. Your freedom relies in what your understanding. And if you can't grasp the understanding, then you got to sit with yourself. Because you will be persecuted out here in this world. Whether you do wrong or right. You can do right and get persecuted. That's why we have to love ourselves. And this is why we have to understand that the sanctification is saying we have to make sure. It's like before you get dressed in the morning, usually we wash ourselves. Right? That's like preparation. So look at your sanctification as preparation. It's preparing you for what's out there, for what may come, and whosoever. This is how you do it. So before you roll out, you say, I love me. I didn't hear you. You got to love yourself. And you got to say, I am proud of me. Come on now, we got to get our I am. You can't be it if you don't claim it. I am intelligent. I am the thing I am looking for. And I am empowered with the power to change my conditions. And I live from that knowing. There it is. There it is. There it is. We have to awaken this consciousness by communicating and realizing that we have received it. This power, and through our recognition that we are one with the one that created it all. And this is why we are already divine. Not going to be divine tomorrow. You're divine right now. Right now. And the only reason we think we ain't divine because somebody told us we was smaller than 5. We didn't even know what we was doing. You a sinner. Somebody said that to us when we was small and we're in Sunday school because that's what they read. We didn't know how to take it. We just thought we was little bad kids, 5, 6-year-old just running around, just trying to have fun. That's all, playing with the other kids, just playing. But the guidance comes when we do fall down, because then we know I should have done something else. And when I say when we fall, we all understand that there's choices out there. But we have to continue to visit and communicate and commit to enter into this secret place. See, this secret place is where the soul is and where we are to commune with God. And this is within the solitude of self. And for this, it says in 1 Thessalonians, for this will of God, even your sanctification. See, it is for us to be and to understand that we are sanctified. And we must prepare our minds with clarity by accepting that God is spirit. Yes. And the kingdom of God is within us. Yes. And by practicing the principles of spirit, because what did Jesus say? God is spirit. And they must worship him in spirit and in truth. See, the Spirit of the Lord is upon us. The Spirit is that invisible power that is moving. It is that awakening thing within us that has always guided and steered us into the way that we should go. But then those are those peers that we had that told us that we would have more fun if we went this way. So when we got over there and we had a little fun, we thought that this was okay. But the Spirit says we can remove ourselves from the carnal mind idea and be spiritual and live in the peace and harmony of presence of healing and love always. Because it is forever present and waiting on us to claim what is ours. See, when we accept that God is spirit and that his kingdom works within us, we begin to live with greater clarity, discipline, and spiritual awareness. And then we must cultivate a deeper spiritual understanding of God's presence and the nature and the divine truth that is working within us. So in John 14, 1 through 11, it says, let not your heart be troubled. Because there are going to be some things that's going to show up. But don't let it trouble you. Because I got you in my bosom. I got you. Don't go over there in fear. Because if you go in fear, you look down, what's going to happen? Going to fall. You can walk on water. We don't believe it. It's called buoyancy. I know that was a little hard when the grass right there. Because, see, we so literal about walking, we so literal about this stuff that we don't understand that it's just talking about buoyancy. See, that's what I'm saying. That's the knowledge and wisdom that we have missed that is keeping us separate from this power that is saying, come on, let's go. Because it says what? There are many matches, there are many experiences. You can create whatever it is you want. And that's what we've been doing. And the same mess we looking at, living in, and seeing today is what we created. And I know, no, that wasn't me. I didn't vote for that man, and I. It's not the man, it's the consciousness. It's the consciousness that we've created. It's the hate and the disrespect that we're creating from this, whatever happened to us. People do stuff we ain't forgiving no more. We're ready to just challenge everything all the time, just forever, just ain't for what? When the world was more brutal to our ancestors, they were more loving. But we can't love, we can't forgive, and been knowing you for 15, 20, and 30 years, and don't even turn around and say, I love you and I forgive you. Don't do it again. Right? And move on. Now you know what to expect. But we don't. We want to hold on to it. But when I see her over there, I'm going to, she's lucky I don't do it. And it's just dragging it all on. And so we keep on dragging it and dragging it. Look back, and next thing you know, we dealing with something else. Because it's coming from the baggage that we still dragging. We cannot enter into the presence of this almighty power if we don't understand that Jesus came to show us the way. That's the thing we have to accept. That Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And so when we look at his life and the way that he lived, we have to realize that that's what techniques, process that we have to follow. You ain't got to like it, but this is what was discovered before, thousands of years ago. So the key has already been given. It's just, well, if my people who is not stubborn, hard-headed, and stiff-necked, right? That's us. It's in the book. That's what it says. That's just us going against the teaching that has been given or provided for us to live a better life. And it's when we don't follow the rules, there's repercussions in what we call cause and effect. That's how we tie all this stuff together, right? I love me. Man, that's some strange love, boy. We confused about what we do for ourselves. Man, look. I want you guys to say, I love me.
I love me.
I want you to say it for the next 30 days. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. I heard you. See, just we for some reason, you know, it's been presented to us in a way that we shouldn't, you know, you cocky and you conceited. And there's a difference. The loving yourself, the self-love helps you from not abusing yourself, from mistreating yourself. That's what we're talking about. I ain't telling you to speak to nobody else and tell them this and you get. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying we must love ourselves enough to do the right thing always for our own protection. And not just because I'm going to do it right now, always. Because that's going to be the shield. That's going to be the protector of always, wherever we are, we will be with the power. We have to plan to practice God's presence and nurture as it works in us. So as I was saying, every day, just tell yourself for 30 days, do it more. You should do it every day when you look in the mirror. Just say, I love myself. Like, stop being, we all aging, all of us. That ain't going to stop. But you should still love yourself. Man, get through it, get through it, get through it. So here's a few things that we should do for ourselves. We should begin each day with the quiet prayer. Just set aside a moment and just be still and be present with God. And if you're uncomfortable with the way that you speak or how you think you pray, don't say nothing. Just sit and just surrender yourself and your thoughts of what it is that you may be thinking. Just be still. Number 2, meditate on your favorite scripture. Not mine, on your favorite scripture. It's just a reflection on the words that you need to embody to free yourself from the thoughts that is hindering the progress or the process. And then we want to practice stillness. Be still. Slow down the heart and the mind so that we can recognize what God is doing for us. Because we can only hear it in the stillness. And like I said a minute ago, be obedient to self. Walk in obedience. Follow those instructions that you've heard. That's been protecting you all these years, that kept you out of that trouble that you know was trouble, that protected you. And we say, man, I'm so glad I got out of that. I'm talking about that trouble. Okay? And just cultivate being thankful. Just have gratitude. Look, Every one of us in here is dealing with a situation. Everyone. Don't matter how you look. Don't matter how you present yourself. You're dealing with something. That's life. And this is why we have to protect ourselves by loving ourselves, by speaking to ourselves, encouraging ourselves, and being still and recognizing that the power and presence is guiding and leading me where it is I'm supposed to go. Yes. Don't cry while you hurt. Stop crying. I ain't saying, I know it's tough. I cry too. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying the tears is not going to change the condition. That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying don't cry, grow up, put your big boy pants. That ain't what I'm saying. Cry if you need to, but then you got to get up and do something. Because the crying is only going to hold you back in the misery. That's all it does. It doesn't empower you. It's like kryptonite. It steals your power. Yeah, sadness exists. Yeah, it does. It does. But you got to get over it. How do you get over it? Being sanctified, being gentle with yourself, and using your strength. That's how you do it. Examine where you are. Figure out what it is that I need to talk to myself about. Why am I not achieving this? Why hasn't my healing shown up? What is it that I need to do? And then we have to worship in spirit and truth. Sincere from the heart. Not with one foot in, one foot out. Well, I want to do this today, so I'll go ahead and I won't do my prayer work today. No, pray before you go, pray on the way, and pray when you get there. The book says you don't have to do like the men wailing on the wall and being out front praying. Pray to yourself. Stop thinking you got to impress people outside of yourself. That's all of us. This is, we all do it. We all guilty of it. Why? Because we have to learn. Speak to you. Tell yourself that you got it. And can't nobody take it. Why? Because it is within you.
That's right.
Defeat comes right here.
That's right.
Regardless of the challenge, remain conscious about God throughout the day. That this love and this sanctification, it's not an ordinary thing. And I'm not ordinary because I am designed and built by love. And I have been given power over. It says we have the dominion over all creatures. It didn't say one. It didn't say just them. It didn't say, it named everything. And who named the creatures? Okay, we go silent again. We ain't thought about that one, huh? Man, we are some powerful people. We so powerful, we don't believe it ourselves. And I get it. I get it. So let us affirm this and walk into a new truth. I am called into my sanctification.
I am called into my sanctification.
My gentleness and my strength.
My gentleness and my strength.
My heart is purified.
My heart is purified.
My mind is renewed.
My mind is renewed.
And I enter the secret place.
And I enter the secret place.
Of the soul. Where I commune with God.
Where I commune with God.
And so it is.
And so
That's the air conditioning. You got it? Thank you.
I can give Reverend Paul some more love. This is called call and response. You know, y'all from that African descent, when they speak, you respond.